Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today is project 3 of my 13 spooky projects of Halloween. It's this cute card. Now, I cased this card from Mary Fish. I saw it on I think I saw it on the demo website, but it was just too cute that I had something else planned, and I saw this and I'm like, oh, I think I have to do this instead. So this is the project that we're going to be making today. All right, so before I get started, real quick, the August host code for this month ends tomorrow. So for every $35 that you spend with me, you'll be put into a drawing for a Stamparatus. This is if you use the host code, so make sure you use the host code. You can go to my website and place the order for anything that you want. And then also don't forget that bonus days also end tomorrow. For every $50 you spend in August, you get a $5 coupon. It's like Kohl's Cash that you can use in September. And I think that is it. Other than I wanted to show you real quick. The other thing that ends in August is the Blended Seasons bundle. So if you wanted to get your hands on this, this also ends tomorrow. You can get this at a bundle and save 10%. This is going away tomorrow. Especially these dies here makes me very sad. So yeah, okay, let's go ahead and get started with this card. All right, so the first thing that you're going to need is a card base, and I have a card base of the thick Whisper White that is 4 1/4 by 11, and I am going to score that at 5 1/2. All right, so we'll just fold that in half. Oh, did I score it at the wrong spot here? There we go. Okay. All right. There we go. So that is a card base. And then I can go ahead and adhere these layers. This is basic black, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. This is lemon lime twist, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. So we can adhere these two together. And then we'll just make sure that we have an even border on all 4 sides. And then this can go, we don't have any ribbon that we have to worry about, so this can go right on the front of our card. Put that on the front, and then make sure that you have an even border on all 4 sides. All right, good deal. Now I have another piece of Whisper White, and this is just the regular piece of Whisper White, and this is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and I am using the stamp set called Spooky Sweets. I'm using this little splotch here, the Happy Halloween, No Tricks, Just Treats, and the bats out of this set. So I'm going to take the little grunge part with my Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to ink that up real good. And that's going to go in the right lower of the card. And I'm going to stamp that twice. And then I'm going to make sure that I stamp it the other way. And I am overlapping it a little bit. You're not going to be able to see it. All right. That is done. So I can go ahead and adhere that to this. I'm going to use some snail on that now. Sometimes if you use Tombow on Whisper White, after a little time you're able to see the glue lines through the Whisper White. Not always, but sometimes. So I just prefer to use my snail, or I still have my fast fuse that I like. Okay, all right, so that is done for the moment. I also have a piece of basic black here, and this measures 2.5 by 1 1/8. And I'm going to take my embossing buddy. I'm going to run that across there. This just gets all the oils from your fingers off of your paper. I'm going to take the No Tricks, Just Treats with my Versamark. Ink that up real well. And that's going to go in the middle of this little piece of paper here. Okay. Then I'm going to take my white embossing powder. Just tap that off. Make sure we get all that embossing powder off of the sides there. Then I will take my heat gun. I'm going to turn it on just for a couple of seconds here to get it heated up. Okay. Take my tweezers here. And just heat that until it melts. Okay. Now I'm going to set that aside for a second just to let that dry, because I don't want to touch the embossing powder while it is still wet or warm, because you can smear it. Okay, I have another piece of basic of Whisper White, and this just measures 5.5 by about 2 5/8. You don't have to be exact with this, just use your scraps. This is what I'm going to ink up the bats with. So, let's see. I'm going to use my Stamparatus in case I have to double stamp, because I want to make sure that they are nice and crisp. So I'm just setting my paper up here in the corner, and I am still using my foam mat even though this is rubber stamps, because there's a little bit of still a gap in here when you're just using your, you'll have to do what's best for your Stamparatus. Alright, so I'm just going to put a case right here. I am using some ink spots, I find, because I want different color bats here. So I have used some of the ink spots. I have used my re-inkers and made my own, and then some I have from past Paper Pumpkins. So that's why I have these two. These have been in Paper Pumpkins. This is what you get in there. So it's great for the Stamparatus, especially when you want to ink up several colors. So I have Rich Razzleberry here, and I really don't care which bat is which color. That doesn't matter to me at all. Let me get my chamois out of here, because I'm going to have to wipe this off here. So I have Rich Razzleberry, and I have some pumpkin pie. And then I'll use my, excuse me, my Bermuda Bay. Okay. And then I'm just going to stamp that on my paper here. All right, so it looks like they're all pretty good. I'm going to use my Bermuda Bay again and just do the middle of this bat here, I think. All right, so that is good. I'm going to wipe these off, and I'm going to move this and put this over here because I also need, I want a, let's see, I need a, what color is this? Lemon Lime Twist. I need a Lemon Lime Twist one. So I'll do that on the bottom down here. And then I also need a Poppy Parade. Is that what it is? Yes, Poppy Parade. But I don't have an ink spot, and I don't have a re-inker to make my own yet. So I have to use my big one. So just inking that up. All right, it looks like I left off just a little bit of the end of that one, and then I'm going to take my Lemon Lime Twist and just re-ink this one again. And there we go. Much better. All right. So that is done. Wipe these off real quick. Put that back in there. It keeps that nice and wet. All right. Take that out of there. And then I'm going to bring in my bat punch, and we will punch these out. Okay. Get these ones centered. All right. Okay, get that out of there. We'll set those aside for just a second. I'm going to, bring this back in, and I'm going to use my tailored label punch. I'm just going to use this right here to make a flag at the end of my little piece of paper there. Then I'm going to take this white twine that's got some silver in it, and I'm going to put that on the back of here, but I am going to use a little bit of tape. It's easier to tie with a little bit of tape on it. So I'm just putting some tape on the end of there. Wow, I'm so important today. Okay, so we're just I'm gonna tie it in a knot first. Make sure that this is tight right here. Let's see. And I'm trying not to twist this because this twists and then the... Okay, good. Alright, then the silver gets twisty, and so I'm just trying not to twist here. Alright. And it's the same when you pull it. I'm going to have to fiddle with it when I'm done here. Okay. So we'll take that. And gently pull on that one. All right. Okay. All right, so then we can take a couple of the regular size dimensionals, and we'll put that on the back of here. And that is going to go right here, and I'm not putting it all the way to the edge of the piece of white there. Kind of leaving a little bit. And I'm going to have to fiddle with that bow because I'm not happy with the way that looks, but I'm not going to do it and let you sit there and watch that. That's not fun. All right, so let's get our bats adhered here. All right, I'm going to use the mini dimensionals for this one. And I'm going to put a big one up here. Let's see. Put this one over here. Okay. Another one over here. We will put... You want to make sure that you do get all 5 of the different colors on the front of your card. There. And then down here. Okay, and then I'm going to take some of our faceted, let's see, these are called faceted dots, and we have mint macaron, I can't remember, grapefruit, guava, I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called. This one's stuck to me. Rich raspberry, and then black is what we have. So I'm taking some of the rich raspberry ones, and then I am just putting these all over here, right? If you don't have those and you have some of the clear ones, you can always use your blends and make your own color. So for the inside, I'm going to take the Happy Halloween and my Memento again. And that is going to go on the inside. Okay. Something on my card here. sure what that is. All right, so we will take our little, our other bat that we have left, and I'm just going to put that on the inside, right there. And that is it for the card. Pretty, it was just so cute. I just had to recreate it. But like I said, this is a case from Mary Fish. She makes great, to me, they're very streamlined, very retro, if you will. And I love anything retro. So I always love all of her cards. But I just had to do this one. So this is, like I said, week 3 of spooky projects of 13 spooky projects of Halloween. And all of these Halloween supplies will be available on September 5th. So you'll be able to purchase them then. Everything else can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.